As the new year begins, I knew that this year would bring a lot of loneliness, so much so that I might have to handle the truth within myself. I would finally have to answer the questions that I've been avoiding. I'd have the time to think about the things that I didn't think were important. I'd self-reflect and get to the true core of who I am. But I think the one thing that would be difficult is, am I ready to not receive validation?
I guess my question here today is, what makes you feel accepted? What gives you the truest validation in life? What makes you feel like you're successful? For other people, it could be money. For other people, it could be family and friends accepting what they do. What makes you feel the ultimate validation? You have that thought? Okay, now think about all those exterior validations that you get in life and imagine them being stripped away from you. That's what being alone feels like. The validation that you got in life is all of a sudden gone, and now you need to take care of your own and validate yourself. Being lonely is so weird because you're kind of transitioning from being so influenced with all the validation people give around you. You literally go from having people support you to no one supporting you. Well, there are people, but it's just not as vocal. And it's hard. It's difficult to back yourself up because you are the only person who can tell yourself, I can do it, or I have done this. I mean, we're half into the year, and all the hard work that I've put in from January till now is so much, and I don't really all the time feel appreciated. I just end up not being grateful for what I have done and what I have in life. So you need to ask yourself, what are ways I can support myself in order not to be the worst version of myself? Another day, another complication, another L. I'm really trying my hardest.
To encourage young people, to remind them that they may encounter many defeats, but they must not be defeated. And maybe it's necessary to encounter the defeats, to build some character, to develop some courage.
Feeling something else. Like, I'll tell you what freedom is to me. No fear. I mean, really, no fear.
I think one thing this year is really teaching me is how to be patient and to allow myself to give credit to myself, if that makes sense. Growing up, I just never felt like I was allowed to validate myself because I felt like I was too cocky or like I didn't live up to the standards that I set myself, right? And that stems from a lot of insecurities that I have within myself. And this year is really teaching me to fight battles with my insecurities that I have and really say, you know what, I might not be perfect, but at least I'm trying. And that is one thing that is hard for us humans to do, to validate ourselves. I feel like we need a reason to validate ourselves, you know, like we need some sort of exterior validation to validate ourselves, which is really not true. You need that validation to get somewhere in life. That's just how it is. You need to trust yourself. And I think I'm getting to the point where I don't need anyone's
opinion on what I'm doing or how I'm doing, because my opinion matters the most, and that's just the reality of it. I really hope to whoever's watching that you find peace in your heart to not find so much importance in what other people think about you or what you're doing, because you deserve way more and you know it. So give yourself that credit. You'll feel a lot better.